Thomas Jefferson was the third president of the United States, serving from 1801 to 1809. Born on April 13, 1843, in Shadwell, Virginia, he grew up in a prominent family and received a formal education that sparked his early interest in law, philosophy, and science. His formative years shaped him into an individual who believed firmly in the power of human reason and individual liberty. Before he became president, Jefferson played a crucial role in shaping the nascent nation. He gained wide recognition as the principal author of the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Drawing on Enlightenment ideas, he crafted language that emphasized equality and the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This document would become one of the most important texts in American history, laying the philosophical foundation for the new nation's ideals. After the Revolutionary War, Jefferson served as the first Secretary of State under President George Washington. In that role, he navigated the complex international relationships of the young republic and often clashed with Alexander Hamilton, Secretary of the Treasury, over the scope of federal power. Jefferson favored a more limited federal government, whereas Hamilton advocated for a stronger central authority. These disagreements helped establish the two-party system in the United States, with Jefferson leading what became known as the Democratic-Republican Party. Following a contentious election in 1800 against incumbent John Adams, Jefferson assumed the presidency in 1801. His inaugural address stressed unity, famously declaring, "We are all Republicans. We are all Federalists." This statement underscored his desire to bring together a nation still shaped by the intense political rivalries of the previous decade. Once in office, he worked to reduce federal government influence, decrease national debt, and lower taxes, reflecting his belief in a smaller, more constrained federal structure. One of the hallmark achievements of Jefferson's presidency was the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. This massive land acquisition from France effectively doubled the size of the United States, extending its territory west of the Mississippi River. Although it was a momentous opportunity for growth, the purchase presented Jefferson with a constitutional dilemma. He personally believed the Constitution did not explicitly authorize such a transaction, yet he proceeded with the purchase, recognizing its vast potential for the country. Soon after, he sponsored the Lewis and Clark expedition, sending Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore and map the newly acquired territory and beyond. Their journey returned valuable information about the region's geography, flora, fauna, and indigenous peoples, paving the way for westward expansion. Not all of Jefferson's presidential decisions were successes. In 1807, he signed the Embargo Act, which aimed to keep America neutral amid ongoing conflicts between Britain and France. The act forbade American ships from trading with foreign ports. Instead of protecting American interests, it devastated the economy, especially in port cities that depended on international trade. This unpopular measure was eventually repealed, highlighting the challenges Jefferson faced in balancing foreign policy objectives with domestic welfare. Beyond his presidency, Jefferson's intellectual passions left a lasting mark on the United States. He was an architect, inventor, and scholar. His Virginia estate, Monticello, is renowned for its neoclassical design and innovative features like a hidden dumbwaiter for wine bottles. Jefferson also founded the University of Virginia in 1819, envisioning it as a forward-thinking institution where students could pursue a range of studies, including the liberal arts. He personally designed parts of the campus, championing a model of higher education free from church influence, reflecting his belief in the importance of reason and exploration. Despite his enduring legacy as a champion of liberty, Jefferson's personal life reveals profound contradictions. He owned hundreds of enslaved people and profited from their labor, even while proclaiming that all men are created equal. Questions also persist about his relationship with Sally Hemings, one of his slaves who is believed to have borne several of his children. These complexities highlight the gulf between Jefferson's revolutionary ideals and the realities of his time and place. In the years after his presidency, Jefferson devoted himself to his estate, his library, and his role in establishing the University of Virginia. He maintained an extensive correspondence with other founding fathers, sharing ideas about politics, philosophy, and education. Though his later years were marked by financial problems, he remained deeply optimistic about the nation's prospects. Thomas Jefferson died on July 4, 1826, just hours before John Adams, on the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. His life remains emblematic of both the promise and the contradictions of the early American Republic. He articulated soaring ideals of freedom and self-government that still inspired democratic movements, yet his personal decisions and slaveholding legacy stand as reminders of the limitations of those ideals in practice. Through his writings and achievements, Jefferson left an undeniable imprint on American identity. He championed individual rights and self-governance, acquired vast territories that shaped the nation's geography, and established educational foundations that endure to this day. His story offers a powerful lens through which to understand the evolution and aspirations of the United States, illuminating both its capacity for innovation and its enduring struggle to reconcile its highest principles with its historical realities.